Y'all ready? Let's cut to the chase. Today we're gonna talk about sex. Sex. Yes, sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. And we're not gonna shy away from it and use phrases that dance around the issue. Now I know some of y'all been living in sin. Doing the do, rocking the boat, knocking boots, shacking up, laid up but not prayed up. Doing the freaky. The horizontal Cupid shuffle. Living like David and Bathsheba. Y'all been creeping. Oh, I. But waiting for sex until marriage? I don't know, dog. Dude, this the 21st century, man. You can't possibly expect me to wait till marriage, right? If I don't have sex, people gonna make fun of me. I know it. Sex is a big deal, obviously, so don't think that I'm going to be able to debunk sex before marriage in one video. I think it requires some long discussion. I just want to bring up some key points that will encourage you and kind of plant a seed in your mind to start thinking deeper about this and discuss it with your friends and even your significant others. We are in one of the most sex-saturated cultures, man. Everywhere we go, we are constantly reminded of our sexual nature, or even it's enhanced, really, because we see it so many times over and over and over again. It's like, dude, I get it. You want me to have sex. Can we talk about something else now? Our culture is always telling us to embrace sexuality. You don't need a ring to have sex, you just need two things: consent and contraception. As long as you have those two things, you're good. I mean, we're humans, right? We treat our sexual desire like a normal appetite. If we're sleepy, we're gonna sleep. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. If I'm thirsty, I'm gonna drink. If I'm itching, I'm gonna scratch it. If I feel like having sex, I should be able to have sex too. Yeah, see, that's what I be trying to tell them, man. But everything has its proper context. And the context for sex is, in fact, marriage. Man, but Joe, I gotta have sex, man. It's natural, like eating food and sleeping and scratching my itches. But it's not. You can't compare having sex to eating or sleeping. There's something about sexuality that can only be explained through poetry and song, unlike food. I mean, when was the last time you heard an entire R&B album about food? How long would R. Kelly's career last if he was just singing about food? I don't see nothing wrong with a little pork and rice. I don't see nothing wrong. And a lot of people in our culture got this weird idea that sex before marriage just makes the relationship much better. Like, you can't have a good relationship without good sex. Joe, if I'm gonna marry this person, if I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with them, I need to know that the sex is gonna be good to me. So if the sex is not good, then you're not gonna marry them? If you're shallow enough to leave somebody because of sex, then I think the other person is the one dodging a bullet, not you. Newsflash, marriage is not all about sex. Granted, sex is a large portion of it, but it should not be the main thing. It is definitely not the main aspect of marriage, or at least it shouldn't be. And you may say, well, hey, I'm in a committed relationship. We're very serious. We're using birth control and whatnot and condoms. No one's getting STDs, no one getting pregnant. So what's the problem? Even engagement is not enough, because many engagements do not end in marriage. So how many serious relationships or engagements are you gonna have with sex before you actually get married? Just wait. Naked physically, naked financially, naked legally, naked socially, completely vulnerable to this person. But if you think that you're only worth being naked in two ways, emotionally and physically, and not everything else, then that's a completely different discussion, most definitely. And if you're planning to marry that person, then why not wait till marriage? It might get you to the altar a little bit faster. And if you don't wait, then let's be honest, how special will your honeymoon sex be, really? Okay, so you flew away to a big city, a fancy hotel, but how is that any different? You could have done that before you were married. Sure, the sex may be a little more emotional because of what happened that day and all that, but if you've been having sex up until that point, then there's not much difference. I mean, the dude may be more amazed by the room service than the sex. There are many emotional and physical pains that we can avoid if we just set aside ourselves and wait until marriage.
Daddy gon' go crazy. before you let